Welcome. I'm your host, Jesse Swear, nationally recognized inclusive fitness trainer, Silver Sneaker Flex instructor. Find out more about me, visit my website, www.jesseswear.com. And today I have another Boom Muscle Converse Part 2. We're going to bring it to you. Not live, record it. We use lightweight dumbbells, muscle condition blocks, and then action intervals to make you the athlete that you once were. And believe me or not, you still are. Pay attention to rate of perceived exertion. Make sure you hydrate, get physician's clearance, and use lightweight dumbbells. You don't have to go heavy dumbbells. And remember to remove anything that might be a fall hazard as you do this exercise. So I'm going to grab those light weights, and we're going to get moving. We always start in that horse stance. That is toes over knees, knees over hips, hips over shoulders. It is a foundational stance for almost all moves that we utilize or do in this routine. Now, from this position, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make those feet just a little more narrow, right? And I'm going to have an enter and exit strategy for this one, all right? So I'm going to enter as I hinge that 45 degrees right here, and then I'm going to do an action move by rowing, and then I'm going to exit and stand nice and tall. So I'm going to enter, hip hinge, action, and then exit as I stand tall. So now if I did that to the side, it would look like this. Enter, action, exit. Enter, action, exit. Now, you want to keep those weights close to your body. You don't want them all the way out here because it's going to displace your weight and it's going to put more pressure on your lower back. So you keep those weights nice and tight to the thigh. Lower, almost like an RDL. Row can be in neutral position or pronated position, and then exit as you stand up. Again, keeping those weights nice and close. Row and exit. And as you row, you're not going to pull through too much. We're just pulling right to the rib cage, and then we're exiting and standing up nice and tall. Enter, action, exit. Two more. Enter, action, exit. A little behind on that one. Enter, action, and then I push and stand, keeping those arms nice and long. Awesome job. We're trying to work the back. We're also trying to work some of that hamstring and glute as well. And we're also, as we row, we're getting some of that lat. Again, part of that back. So lower lumbar, mid-range back, hips with some flexion. And then we're also getting some extension. We're working all kinds of different stuff, right? Let's get moving, okay? So in the last Converse, we kind of just did these toes, right, to the side, right? So we'll start here. So you get a little tap, you get a little pause, a little tap, a little pause, right? And then we jump through, right? So we kind of want to do all that in this motion. So a little tap, a little pause, we'll do 4, and then we're jumping through, right? Where you're putting all weight. So we go quickly from pause, 90%, to jump through. A little explosion. Pause, 90%. Jump through. All right, as you push. Pause, 90%. Jump through. Awesome job. Let's do one more pause, and let's move on. You grab those lightweight dumbbells again. We're going to do a little more of that enter and action and exit strategy. So again, we're going to go back to the same move. We're going to hip hinge again. So hopefully you're able to do this at home. Hip hinge, weights are nice and close. And we're going to action, but we're going to do 2 actions. Now we're going to kick back, do a little tricep action, bring it back, and exit. Now, when we do that tricep, in order to really engage that back of that muscle, you need to be a lighter weight. So you don't want to be forcing a heavy weight up, because if you do, you're not really working your tricep. And you want to be able to extend that, and you want to be able to take that past a point where your body actually wants to go, right? Because you got your insertion point, and then you got your origination point. As we enter, we action, and then I want to really try to take that up and get a nice good squeeze on the back of those arms, and then I'm exiting. So where our body needs to go, well, we like the least resistive aspect of any type of exercise. So in order to get that full flexion or even extension of that arm, it needs to be a light weight. So if you need to do weights or no weight at all, it's okay as well, because you want to be able to push that weight back in a manner where you can control it and you can feel the activation of that tricep. I see a lot of individuals just go like this, right? And they're not really getting much out of this motion. So again, here, action, action, exit. It's like Action Jackson, right? Action, action, exit. Enter, action, action, exit. Nice, good stand up. Enter, action with the row, action with the tricep, exit, and exit. So it's almost a 2 exits. Enter, action, action, exit, exit. Awesome job. We won't do it anymore because I'm keeping you in that bent position. We don't want to be in that bent position too long. It's like a good morning exercise, but excellent for you. Back to that slide again, right? So we did that. We did the tap. We did the explosion. Now let's get those knees up, right? Kick, kick, right? So let's add all 3. The converse edition. Pause, 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 explode, 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 kick the butt, kick the butt, kick the butt. Back to pause, back to pause, back to pause, explode, 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 and then kick, kick, kick. Pause, 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 explode. You can even drive, right, the knee in, kick, kick, kick. You got your pause, 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 explode, 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 and then boom, boom, kick, and rest. Awesome work. How'd you do with that? Whew. Get a little out of breath, hold onto the chair if necessary, grab those lightweight dumbbells, and we're gonna go into another, well, enter, exit strategy. All right, here we go. All right, so this time what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a straight legged deadlift. Now, be careful as you do this. I'm going to extend those weights a little farther down, so I'm not gonna hold them here, and I'm just going to keep my legs as straight as possible, that weight as close to my legs as possible, and that's what it's gonna look like. And then I'm gonna come back up. And I'm gonna feel the back of my hamstrings, through the back of my knee, where those hamstrings actually connect to the fibula and the tibula, and then I'm gonna feel my gastroc and my soleus, which is your calf. Nice and tight with those. Basically almost looks like a hyperextension. And then I'm coming back up. Nice and controlled. Again, I'm keeping those weights close to my body. And I'm keeping my legs straight and almost hyperextended as I push back. So there's not going to be really any bend in that knee. Now, if I faced you and did it, it looks like this because I want to keep my head above my heart. And I just want to feel the hamstring. I want to feel the calves, and I want to go where I can move through this motion and tolerate the discomfort, right? So there should be no pain, it should just be discomfort as you stretch and elongate those tendons. And again, about 45 degrees on that hip hinge, and just going down nice and controlled as you come back up. So it is not a, right, force movement like that. We don't want to do that. We want to control. Come on up. Let's do 2 more. And those legs, you're going to be able to tell that you did something different to those legs today. Converse edition, part 2. Last action interval. Again, we got our pause. Let's do 2, right? Jump, jump, and let's kick, kick, and then let's drive the knee. Drive the knee. So we got a pause, pause, push, push, kick, kick, drive the knee. Drive the knee. You got it. Pause. That pause gives you a break. Pause, push, explode, explode, kick the butt, drive, drive through. Pause, pause, explode, explode, kick with the right, kick with the left, drive with the right, drive with the left. Explode, explode, kick, kick, drive, drive, pause, pause, knee, knee, you're gonna lose, right? Kick, kick, got it. Part 2.